I do definitely see that you could be moving homes. You might be traveling more than just moving homes in a different city. I feel like maybe this is moving states or moving cities. Maybe you're moving to another country. Um, Let me clarify strength here. Why is strength here for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify strength. The King of Swords. And the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Just because I see the Aquarius symbol on both these cards. And you have the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords. And I believe the Magician is Uranus, which would be Aquarius as well. Or you're just taking on that Aquarius energy. I believe Venus is in Aquarius right now. But anyways, I definitely see a move here. Tell me about the Eight of Swords reversed. Why is the Eight of Swords here? The Magician again. So you're definitely manifesting something. But maybe what you're manifesting isn't quite what you expected it to be, and that's why the Magician here is reversed and the Magician has his back turned on this card. But you're freeing yourself from some mental mindset. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Why is the Six? You have Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles. You could be you have the Knight of Swords again at the bottom of the deck. You could be moving in with somebody, going to move in with somebody, or somebody maybe is moving in with you. And you're kind of questioning if this is the right move for you. Maybe you might be moving jobs. The Emperor can be a boss. You got the Ten of Coins at the bottom of the deck. You could be moving jobs. Moving across the country, to another country, to a different city, possibly for a new job, and you're wondering if it'll be the right choice for you. Tell me about the Four of Wands for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Two of Wands and the Fool. So I feel like it's probably not the best choice right now. The Fool on this side, if it were on this side, I'd definitely say go for it. But this side, this is kind of being foolish, not really looking where you're going. You see the dog there just not side by side with its owner. The dog knows something's wrong. So if the dog isn't right next to his owner about to take that leap with him, then there's a reason why it would be foolish. Tell me about the Fool for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify the Fool. Ooh, you got the Tower, the Hermit, and the Four of Cups. And the World's at the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Virgo, but I feel like maybe with this Fool card, you're not quite ready to take that leap of faith. You're not trusting the situation, I feel like. You're really thinking about this. You don't want this to turn into a Tower moment. So this Four of Cups, I feel like, is you contemplating whether you should take this leap or not, whether this be taking the next or going to the next level on a relationship, moving in with somebody, or whether this be, making a move for a job. Tell me about the Star for Cancer. Oh, that's too many. The Star. Clarify the Star for Cancer. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So you could have a new job that's putting you in the spotlight. Maybe you got a promotion and they want you to move across country for this, and maybe you're, becoming the emperor because there is another person in this Eight of Pentacles, and this little boy is watching him do his work. So maybe you are getting a promotion, you're starting your own business, and you're really trying to assess if this is the right move for you, because you don't want to just jump into it without making sure that this is going to be a solid option for you. Tell me about the Palace of Coins. Why is the Palace of Coins here? This Palace of Coins I usually see as like a home, but it could just be a job. You have the King of Pentacles, so this could be you starting a business, and you're just not quite sure if this is the right decision for you right now. But you do have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so you might be considering this. You're just taking precautions, I guess. So let me get you an Oracle card to see where you should be focusing your energy for the next few days. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Best advice, excuse me. Best advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Best advice for Cancer. Best advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ooh, I don't think I've seen this one. Let's see. 46. Connections, putting the pieces together, coming to conclusions. To the question of your life, you are the answer, and to the problems of your life, you are the solution. Young woman sits on a bridge, a physical and metaphysical connecting point between here and there. Her identity is initially concealed not only to us, but also to herself. She is, in essence, finding her true self. She reaches out to gather pieces of a puzzle, and with each one finds clues and discovers more about herself. Each of us attempts to make sense of our place as we search for connections and relationships with others. Gradually, despite failures and experimentation along the way, an image starts to take form. Increasing clarity manifests itself from the initial confusion. The process is self-reinforcing and often becomes easier and accelerates as more pieces are added, each finding their corresponding place. Eventually, a point is reached where everything comes into focus and starts to make sense. So this could just be the beginning for you, whatever this new adventure is, and you're just not quite sure yet if this is really what you're coming into alignment with, if this is going to be fulfilling to you, whether this be a relationship or a job. You could have just gone through a major transformation, maybe dark night of the soul, and you've become a completely different person out of this. And now you're just not quite sure who you really are at this point, and you're just kind of trying to figure out who you've become after this transformation. And that could be why you're not quite ready to take that leap of faith yet. You're not sure who you are at this point. And before you jump into something new, you just want to make sure it's going to be the correct fit for you. I hope all this makes sense. But right now, I don't see that any of this is going to end up being a failure. I feel like the only reason the Magician card is reversed and the Fool card is in this position and the Emperor is reversed is because you're just not quite sure of. I feel like it's this Eight of Swords energy. It's all in your mind. It's, you're feeling mentally trapped in self-doubt, kind of. Not so much self-doubt, I guess, but just not really sure of yourself at this point. We have Five of Swords, Knight of Cups, oh, excuse me, King of Cups, Eight of Swords reversed, Three of Cups, and Queen of Wands reversed. Bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. Could be dealing with an Aries. And that's the only major arcana that you have in this spread. You have a whole lot of people in this spread, though. You got the Queen of Wands, King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. So you could have multiple people spying on you. Maybe they're not even haters. Maybe they're just people who are interested in you. Some of them might be people who are just interested in you. It's trying to see if you're single or if you got new love. This Queen of Wands, though, I feel like is the one who is jealous of you. And she's spying on you because she doesn't want you to find new love, I feel like. This King of Cups, I feel like the Knight of Cups is somebody who's interested in you, who you haven't dealt with before. I feel like this King of Cups is somebody you've dealt with in the past, somebody you dated, or, you know, possibly an ex-husband, who is spying on you because they want to see if you're single or if you have new love. They want to see if you... This queen wants you to be left out in the cold, but you're not. They want you to have anxiety. Somebody's feeling defeated, and that could be the King of Cups or the Queen of Wands reversed, or it could be both. Either way, you're being checked up on by, it looks like, 3 different people. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. I want to know if this is malicious or not. Queen of Wands. Five of Cups reversed. So the reason why they're spying on you is something petty that happened in the past. And they're just not getting over it. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is you, the Knight of Pentacles. You're not having anxiety over this. You're not, giving any of this any attention. You're just kind of focusing on you right now and your money. Tell me about the Five of Coins. Well, we're not going to take all that. Tell me about the Five of Coins. Why is the Five of Coins here for Cancer? Oh, shit. You got the Eight of Swords. And this could be some negative energy projections from the jealous, whoever the jealous one is. But I don't feel like you're letting it... I feel like you're blocking your energy from whatever this negative energy is. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Oh. Whoa. Tell me about the Five of Swords for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ten of Swords reversed. Page of Swords. So whoever is spying on you, they felt betrayed by you. They're feeling defeated. Whoever the negative one spying on you is. The one spying for negative reasons. I don't feel like it's the Knight of Cups or the King of Cups. I think it's this Queen of Wands. So she's feeling backstabbed by you. She feels defeated. Whether you actually did this backstabbing or not, she feels that way. She's got the Five of Cups reversed. This happened in the past. Whether it was actually you or not, she feels like it was you. Tell me about this Five of Wands. The Magician. So he or she, whoever this negative one is, this Queen of Wands reversed, they're trying to manifest struggles in your life because of jealousy, because of feeling backstabbed, because they're feeling defeated, because they want what you have, whatever that may be, whether it's, your confidence or your money, or maybe you are in a relationship and she's jealous of it. Whatever that may be. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Just to make sure this isn't a third party. Clarify the Three of Cups. Six of Cups reversed. So you have a reunion coming with somebody from your past. Some kind of reconciliation. I don't know if this has to do with the Queen of Wands or not. It definitely has to do with the King of Cups, though. Because I said this King of Cups is somebody that you dated in the past or were married to in the past. There's a reconciliation coming. So I don't know if this Queen of Wands has anything to do with that, or if there's another reason why she's projecting all this negative energy onto you, but you're blocking it out. You have the Eight of Swords reversed right here. You're working on yourself, paying attention to yourself, paying her no mind. You're not letting her negative energy get to you. But let me see about this King of Cups. Is this King of Cups the reunion, the reconciliation? It is. So this King of Cups, somebody from your past is going to come back around, and it looks like you're going to be ecstatic about it. This is a soulmate. This could be karmic or life partner, or this could be twin flame. But this king is going to come back around, and there's going to be a victory. There's going to be Six of Wands. There's victory. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. Does she have anything to do with the King of Cups? So Three of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Swords reversed. I feel like she might have something to do with the King of Cups, at least in the past. As I'm saying, that King of Cups reversed is at the bottom of the deck, while I clarified the Queen of Wands. And she has the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. So this king, while you two weren't together, or it could have been while you were together, because you do have a 3 here. 3s can talk about third parties. But it looks like he cut her out. And now there's about to be a reunion with you and this King of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. I just want to know about this other guy. Knight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups reversed. So I don't feel like you're really interested in this other person who's interested in you. I think you just want this King of Cups back. well, you have the Three of Wands reversed at the bottom. So I don't think you necessarily are trying really hard to get this King of Cups back. I feel like you're just kind of taking the energy as it comes at you and, living your own life, being the single lady, working on your pentacles, working on your stability and finances. And then all of a sudden this king's going to show back up out of nowhere and there's going to be a reconciliation. It is still Mercury retrograde until tomorrow. And then we have the post-Mercury shadow. So this is still some Mercury retrograde action going on. So if this king does come back around, I would wait until after tomorrow to really work on something. If it's past the 28th, I would just take things slow for now until the shadow period is gone, which I believe is either the 3rd or the 4th week of April when it's over. So take things slow with this King of Cups. It may work out. Don't pay this Queen of Wands any mind. She can't even get into your energy anyway. She's trying, but I don't think she can. I think you've blocked her out. So let me get you some final advice for where you should be focusing your energy for the next week. Final advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from March 27th through April 3rd. Final advice for Cancer. Final advice for Cancer. You have the Wolf. Where is it? The Wolf, loyalty, bonding, and conformity. So where does your loyalty lie? I guess. Work on bonding with your friends. I feel like the Wolf more has to do with friends. Work on hanging out with your friends, finding your soul tribe, all that, and pay no attention to whoever this is, this Queen of Wands. X her out. It doesn't matter if she's trying to screw up your energy or not. She can't get in anyway. And just be aware that this King of Cups is going to come back in, and it can be victorious, and it is a soulmate. But for right now, focus on your friends, focus on you, focus on your job, and everything will be okay.